So looks like today the agenda we will be covering would be we will be looking at universal undervalued stock, which actually what I've just posted today on the October stock market comment in here. And from here we're going to lead on to the smart money report and how we can trace these universal stocks in here. And also we be doing our foundation course this Saturday and Monday. We have switched now, rather than a Monday and Tuesday, we do it on one of the days, we do it on Saturday, so this enable more of you able to join us this course. So remember that we have a Master the Market Foundation course on Saturday in PJ. I think most of you has all right, comment Asia. All right, okay. So in the last one, we'll be looking at those comments in here. I'll just put that in. I'll appreciate if you can send to me the stocks that you want me to look at, because by the time I get to you, if you give it to me now, you'll be put on the waiting list. Okay, appreciate that, Linda. Okay, send it to me earlier so I can look at them for you. Okay, so now what we want to do now is to look at what I've written here let me just switch this off on the talk today. Okay, people are coming now. If you look at my October stock market comment in here, the key thing that I want to talk about is actually the acres of diamonds here. Okay, which actually lead to why I want to talk about the undervalued. So can you hear me well? Is it all right? Can you listen? All right. Okay, going forward, this is the VSA chart. You can see on a weekly basis, despite the market drop 3.7. I haven't finished this October article. I was just still writing it this morning as the thought process coming into me today. So we have two so-called what we see the sign of strength coming in here. And this was only about 2 days ago. However, if you look at more update today on the, more update on the closing bell this 4:15, I'll be doing more on the update of the market, but I'm not going to talk about that. But I want to talk about is actually the acres of diamond in here. This is a nice chart that I did up, and BRICS is over with the ASEAN miss. Now, having said that, what it simply says that BRICS stand for Brazil. Do you all know what BRIC is, people? Can someone tell me what is BRIC stand for? Anyone can tell me what BRIC stand for? All right. Okay, good. All right, good to see you, Mr. Yi. Okay, Brazil, Russia, India, China. Good, David. That's good. All right, all you got it right. Yep, Stephen. So what the whole story is, taking up from, we have noticed that the BRICS is over because these countries are saddened with a lot of surpluses in terms of what we call so-called raw material that they have in Brazil, and the slowdown that in US as well as Europe. But what's happening now is an ASEAN miss. We have Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and Thailand. If you can see that Indonesia, in terms of GDP ranking, you may notice we have Indonesia and Malaysia being the highest that we have, and Malaysia is just placed just below Thailand. Now the GDP ranking is also based on the population. Yeah, Bill is here. That's great. Okay, we'll probably get a few words to say about Bill before I'm going to go on to the universals of stock. Why this is important is because going to the fourth quarter that we have in 2012, we are looking to be very bullish. Coming to it, we have the sell-off in here, and now that's going to take place. What's happening today at 4:30? We have the budget. All right, which is going to be announced in 2013. The TV station Capital 127 was asking me to do a comment on the budget today. I told them no, my priorities is to my premium members on my closing bell, because they wanted me to comment at 6 o'clock after the budget is over. But then again, you know, they don't pay me much in the TV station Capital 127. But I just love to do it for our premium members here. Okay, Bill, you ready to say something, Bill? Bill have something to share with you? Okay, Bill? Yep, come over this side, Bill. Okay, this side here. I'm going to give the mic to Bill. Alright, you guys give a applause to Bill. Okay?
Let me get my...
Okay. Thanks, clap. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. Here you go, Bill. Here's a mic.
Hello, this is Bill. How's everybody today? I hope you guys are making some money in the market. We've had some really nice momentum. The market continues to climb the wall of worry. And so, in other words, while everybody else is worrying and scared and not participating, our clients are benefiting. Our clients are doing quite well. And what are we doing? The strategy that we have employed is about capturing yield. We are yield sharks. We are the shark that goes through the stock market looking for companies that are paying solid yields and making money. And I'd say that the background, I always talk about the background. The background in the world today is to have repressed interest rates. All over the world, every government in the world is repressing their interest rates. And people ask me, why are they doing this? Why? Because when they repress the interest rates, they can print more money. And that means when they service the government debt, it costs them less to service it. So all governments in the world are repressing the yields. So that means if you are happy with a money market rate or a fixed deposit rate, what you're doing social service to the U.S. government or all these governments in the world who are repressing rates. So the only way to beat these guys is to be a yield shark. Look for where the yields are. Look for quality companies that are paying solid dividends, that beat the rate of inflation, and that are growing these dividends over time. So that means you have an edge over the crowd who is scared, who doesn't want to participate in the market. And think about it. When we go in, Martin and I, when we invest, we don't invest in shares. We invest in companies, solid companies with strong balance sheets, with good credit quality, with sales and earnings that is on an upward path, and sharing their profits with the shareholders, which is us. And that to me is getting the best of both worlds. You're beating the government in the fact they're trying to steal your money by giving you virtually no return. And that's obviously retirees, people like that, who are living on fixed incomes. So our strategy, being yield sharks, is what is benefiting our clients. And this year we've averaged an over 9% return with this strategy. Despite all the ups and downs and fear and volatility, we've made a reasonable return with not too much risk. So that's it for me. I do, if you guys are interested in joining us with this strategy, come and see us, come and talk to us, and we'll share what we do. And if you like it, do join us. Okay, Martin?
All right, thanks a lot, Bill. Okay, that's a bit of commercial from our side. You know, we still need your support to make us viable in this business. Okay, as managing funds as well. Okay, if those of you interested, just let me know, and Bill. Right, we are handling bigger clients now, not the smaller clients. But then again, all of you are big clients to us. Okay, what I want to talk today is the undervalued stock, as what we have said earlier on. Back to my slides here that you can see. Can you see the slides? BRICS is over mid the ASEAN miss here. Right, just tell me if you can see this slide here in front of you. Right. Okay. Just tell me. Okay, good. Now, the whole point is that the acres of diamond here, this is what you talk about. A lot of people are looking to invest in US and Europe because a few people I met over the weekend. Last week, we have the VSA seminar, and people are really looking towards United States. You know, they're looking at all those technology company. But I said, look, you know, the acres of diamonds are actually in Malaysia. And judging from what we've seen so far, don't you all agree? Right? If you agreed or don't agree, please type yes or no. Right? And looking at this, we have also just below us Indonesia, which is about 1 trillion, and a GDP growth about 6%. Singapore is about 5.2, Malaysia is 5.2, right? So that is why we are doing quite well here, is it? Right? So this is my point. Now, after that, how would you focus? Right, taking from this part, I have done now. The first list is the universal of undervalued stock. For the premium subscriber, you can just click it here. That will take you to this list here that most of some of you would have seen it. For those people who have not seen it, probably are the like subscriber. I encourage you to be part of the family because I want to keep this to a very few elite individual in here. It's a small cost, yes, but I like to keep it that way. Okay, now we can see in here what I've done is this is for the Malaysian stock. I'll do one later on for the Singapore stock. Of all the two countries, people might want to say, why don't I focus on the other countries here, right? Like in Indonesia and so forth, right? So that's my point here. See, we can only do so much based on our circles on competency, right? And my focus at this time, at least for this year, next year, is to focus based on Singapore and Malaysia. Does it make sense to you? I mean, just doing two countries where Sing dollar currency is one of the strongest in the world. Now, over a long run, in the next 3 to 4 years, would you think Sing dollar will be stronger than our ringgit? Tell me yes or no. Right? Or some people say no, Sing dollar will be no. Okay, that's basic. So this is the point now. So what we want to do now, first we focus in the Malaysia side, then we do on the Singapore. Now this list I have in here is quite interesting. You can see this is above $2, but some of our so-called investor or trader, they are also looking something below 1 ringgit in here. Now why I choose this list specifically, because they all pay dividend. Now they all pay dividend. You can see this side here, right? We can see the year to return in here, like Pet Dagang has gone about 28%, pays a 3.2 dividend. Now the P here is 24. In my book, the supercharts, I always ask for trader and investor to look for PE below 19. So some of these are really fairly already overpriced. I mean, I believe some of these has gone as high as 30 if I can find one here. So these are the least that you want to be looking at. Now, okay, you can see JTI is there. It's a P about 14, pays a 3.8% dividend yield. Not too bad for the big cap stocks. Then you have Takafu, which is, look at that one. See that one? You just draw this up, and you can see this has gone 263%. It's still a low PE of 11. But however, year-to-date return has gone a bit high. But again, not all. This dividend paying stock with a low PE pays money. Now this is a good example in here that this did not reward. Okay, look at let me see, Parkson. Can someone tell me why Parkson is down 17% year to date? Can you still hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, people? Okay. Good. David got it right. China slowdown. Okay, the China slowdown. That's why. You see, like it or not, Parkson have a majority of their segments of their revenue are coming from China. Now, despite paying a dividend, so this is actually a play on China, which I've talked about in the last few sessions in there. Right. Let's go down this list again. Right. Okay, you can see. Okay, going down. You got WCT in here up 19%. Now here is a net change in cash since 2017 now. So you can see remarkably there's also been an increase in cash flows. I'm refining this list as the day comes by. We will do on the Friday chart clinic. I will send it to all the premium members. Okay. Now if you go below this list here is also stock price, which is less than 2 ringgit but sorted out by dividend. Okay, so here this is a list that some of you might want to look at and really do a bit of shopping, for those who don't have a big account. Maybe if you have less than 50,000 and you want to manage it yourself, this would be this list over here. Look for those that is not gone too high, like this one, like Mercury Industry. Have you heard of this company called Mercury Industry? I haven't, but look at the PE, only 6.8, pays a 6% dividend yield, and it is only 123 ringgit. That is better than the fixed deposit. Would you all agree? Right. And then we have one here, which is right. How consistent is the dividend yield from year to year? Yes, that's also a good question. Now remember, this list that I've done is not done any due diligence. Okay. Now that's why I call it the universal of list. You need to go back and check your due diligence because there's just too many. What I normally do is the one that I post on my stock market comment case study only for the premium members. I do some due diligence. I look back the dividend payment and then before I decide on it. Okay, so you got to do your own thing. You have to be partly responsible for your stock pick and your stock selection. Do what I say make sense? Right. Okay, good. Good. Okay, at least you have a list and the look. Why? Because why this list is important now, going to the fourth quarter of 2012, which is where we will be in next week. We're going to have a very bullish month, and it's going to be one of the bullish months that I've wrote on my stock market comment, if you can see here. In here, this here I've did this pre-budget in here. Nice rebound for Q4, which will be the again I will write on whatever left of this is just a part end of the part one, and probably this month I'll pick one for the stock market comment for the premium members. Okay, so that's a universal list. Take a look at that one, and remember, yeah, this is dated on the 7th of September. Now on a new development, I have created a new so-called, if you can see here, it's insider buying less than a week. So this is more for trading. And what we want to do is, this list I will post it up on the website. I haven't done it yet so far for the premium members. So you can see insider buying that is more than 1 million in here. Let me just change this to numbers. Okay, there you go. More than 1 million or 5 million TSH. You would see whether it's enough. For example, TSH, you see that insider are buying 5 million. Do you jump and go in and buy? Yes or no? Can someone tell me? Do you jump in and buy if you see they're buying 5 million? Right? Of course not, right? You have to wait for SOS. That's correct. Now this is my point in here. That's why we teach, our course that we do, and we are doing one main course this coming October 20, 21st, 22nd. We still have a couple of seats left. So those of you who is interested in coming and who are already a premium member in that, you will find how we look at the stock, and more importantly, we actually give you the VSA filter, which you don't get it normally. Okay, now if you look at the TSH here, okay, TSH, okay, resources, you can see, despite the 5 million insider buying, but stocks are still going down. So having said that, the insider buying, some of these are basically directors are buying to support their stocks from plummeting. So that's how they're doing it. Okay, so you got to look at it. But again, these are just raw lists. You still need to do a due diligence in here. I haven't seen anything so far. Most of these are still downtrend, like BJ Corp. Let's take a look at BJ Corp. Okay, and see where they are. Although you do see, okay, so you can see it is still going in the downtrend. You don't want to be buying in the downtrend. That's a stage 4, what we teach in our main course. Okay, we want to be buying when it's going up to a stage 2, at least in accumulation. And I have a couple of stocks for case study this evening at 4:15. Pretty nice one I've spotted, actually, on the process of picking up the insider buying. So I'm going to be talking about that this evening 4:15. Okay, catch me then live. Yeah. Okay. So that's the two sides of the story. I want to keep this a bit snappy. And one more thing I want to show you is this here. Now, Smart Money Report, it's a report that I normally write, and I put it in the stock market here. Okay, just want to show you something which is, I find it very interesting, that even big funds like Aberdeen assets funds, right? They actually buy when look at this one here. What's my point here? This was Asset Aberdeen. You see that? Asset Aberdeen here. Can you see that? Asset Aberdeen acquired United 31,000. Let me just highlight this for you. Okay, so you can see on the 18th of September, just about maybe 2 weeks ago, they acquired 31,500 units of United. I think now these guys are very smart. They are very smart money. They are not stupid. The people they hire over there. So if you look at the universal list here, United, let me see, at the United market, there you go, right? Check that one out. Okay, so it is return year to date is 16%. About $7. Now they can't buy anything below $2 because they are big. So when they come here, they buy. But they are looking also for you 3.4% in here. Now a better one that pays very well is Maybank. Pays a 7.4%. Okay, I generally look for things this is below 7%, and it has a PE of 18. Right, and you compare that to Maybank, which is a lower PE. Now you may ask me the question: a lot of the banking stock in Malaysia are lowly priced, low valuation. This is because due to the financial crisis that we see, and this is also confirmed by Mr. Pong Teng Siu from the Inter-Pacific. I've just had a chat with him 2 weeks ago. I believe I updated you guys on that. All right. So look for what those guys are buying. Okay, if you see Asset Aberdeen are buying this, tie back to the universal stocks in here and to pay good dividend. That's something you want to be holding and managing it. That's why I say this makes sense. Okay. Okay, good. Yes, good. All right. So next segment I want to go on is the foundation course. Now those I just want to talk slightly. We are doing a foundation course on the 6th and 8th this weekend. We still got a couple of seats left. For those who attended our main course, you can re-attend this back. We are doing it at the Jupiter Training Center in Subang Jaya, and the cost is very, very low. It's something very affordable. We'll give you a copy of the Meta stock, the Tawa filter, and really understanding, the basic and the market structure of volume spread analysis. Bill and myself will be teaching you that. We still have a couple of seats left, and if you want to see us and meet us, this is a chance to ask us more questions. And this is how we bring the subscriber, people who comes to listen to our Friday Chart Clinic, to the next level of trading and investing. We all have to move forward, and by moving forward, that's how we enrich ourselves. That's why I say it makes sense, guys. Okay, so now that leads to the last part where we will be looking at some stocks in here. The first one, Tech, which is one of our so-called premium members, and very nice. Now I'll look at the YOMA strategies here. Okay, let me see. What's the code for the YOMA strategies? Let me just check this again. That's a very interesting counter, Tech. Okay, what was the code again? Let me just check through here again. Push it up. Okay, let me just take this out. Okay, YOMA strategy. Okay, Z59. Okay. SIZ59. Okay, YOMA strategy, nice, very nice. You got a nice 18 line, and this is a good one, Ted. I like this. You got 18-day line change, another follow-up. It's just beginning of a marker. Well done. You pick a good one here. Nice accumulation. You notice a low volume. Now this is the whole point. Those Tech was able to pick this up. I think partly he was a graduate of our main course, so having that knowledge, you're able to pick this up, and we will teach you our favorite pattern. All right, and Tech, did you learn this from our course, Tech? Right, just tell the audience. Right. Yes, of course. Thanks a lot. Thank for your endorsement of our course. Right. This is what we actually teach people to make money. Great. This is wonderful. Let the profit ride. And if you have the VSA filter that you get, and then just subscribe to the Singapore website and do this. Do this on a regular basis. Okay, good. Next one that we have is FNN Malaysia. Was it worthwhile to buy? Let's take a look at FNN Malaysia. Okay, now FNN has broken below 200 moving average. So this seems to be, it's well supported in here. If you are trading, I wouldn't want you to trade the FNN stock, basically. It's an investing stock. So now we have a low volume test inside, a wait for accumulation as it's about to stick its head up, moving from the accumulation stage 1 to stage 2. Maybe you want to be buying there around 1830, 1840. Wait for the confirmation to come. But if this is trading, it's too expensive to trade FNN. You know what I mean? Okay, trade some other stocks, and if you run your filter, you pick them up, and you can go to the universal or undervalued stocks which pay dividend, and when you trade those below the 2 ringgit, you still get a lot more. So do I say what this makes sense? Right? Those someone who gave me that question, the FNN. Right? Okay, next one that we have here, Bintulu Port. Okay, Bintulu Port. Okay, Bintulu Port. Okay, I didn't get the code right. Let me just get the code right here. 5032. Now Bintulu Port, again, this chart here, it's very sketchy in a sense that it really don't have any lot of volume to it. Let me just bring it back here. So you got to switch to a weekly chart to trade this, because daily volumes are very, very low. Okay, so you can see this is still supported at $7. I do believe we pay a decent dividend. Let's go back to here and search Bintulu Port. Whether no, it's not in here. So it doesn't have, it doesn't fall under the universal stocks in here. So maybe I just want to give it a miss. But let's look at the chart wise. It's holding up $7. You get an upthrust in your ultra volume, but guess what? The market did not follow to break lower to 690. So it's holding up. It may retest, but definitely a lot of resistance, 720, 730 level there. Okay. Aeon. Oh, Aeon is wonderful. Aeon is one of those stocks which Aberdeen Asset been buying a lot. Okay, so that one's, I think, is going higher. There you go, 18-day line. Yeah, this is good. This is just like what Tech pick it up from Yoma Strategies from the Singapore stock. There are a lot of these stocks that are actually going higher. Let the profit run for this one here. I think the beautiful 18-day line change was here. Let me just mark it up for here. Very, very beautiful patterns here. 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Okay, write this profit. Okay, if you happen to have it, and remember, if I print out the Bloomberg Insider chart, which I would get it and then maybe do it later. So you would see that the lot of foreign support in here. This is just one example I want to show you that actually when I buy anything, I would actually look at their chart. Now this is for the M1, which is the Comfort Delgro. Now this came, I believe on August. Stock market comment, and this one is push up higher, I think to 170 over. We got some of you for some of our clients in here. Now you can see in here there hasn't been really much ownership by the foreign fund. Having said that, this thing has clocked higher. Let me just look at the chart today for Comfort Delgro. This is a Singapore chart. There you go. Let me just bring it up for you. Right, you can see there you go. A nice low volume test. You may try to break 172 in here. That's a nice support here building up. Just a base support and would go higher. Michael, how do I get are you a yeah, I think you're a subscriber, Michael. Just go to the October, okay? Go over to members, right? Universal undervalued stocks. You should get it there. Okay? Okay, Universal undervalued. That's from Malaysia. I'll put it up for the. Is that okay, Michael? Alright. Okay, next one. What's the next stocks I want to talk about? In Ching K. That's how I hope I got it right. Okay. Nice one too. 18-day line change. Of course, once the breakout happens in here, this is the point I was talking about. Every time you see this upthrust has to, just like Bintulu pot, it has to break lower. It didn't break lower. Low volume. There were no selling. Market marks higher. But this one in here is where it could be a look at this one. I mean, not like this. And if you're trading this, you want to take profit because you got ultra high volume coming in and it's starting to gradually falling down low volume in here. Again, it all depends how you see things in here. A nice spring in here, picking up and going higher. That's good. That's a nice stock, right? Thanks. Okay. China fishery. Okay, I think let me bring China fishery to here. I believe I have China fishery. China fishery. What is the code? I saw it just now actually before this thing started. I didn't like it. I think it's SOR01, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's a Raffles Medical. Do you have the? Can you tell me what's the code for the China fishery? Okay, appreciate that because I also have to look for it. Let's go on to the next one. Air Asia. Oh, this is a favorite one. Now, Air Asia, we did talk about it last week in our VSA seminar there. Okay, and I can tell you, foreign funds are buying. That doesn't mean, there you go, double bottom, market rebounded in here. Now, this is where we will see the market moving sideways. You got a resistance 310 here. Again, this is a trading stock. You may want to buy it here. If you got a 310, 320, that's a site that this chart has really been oversold a lot, and it's actually a good area to buy. I don't think it's going to go lower than 280 at this junction. In here, you got the double bottom support at 280. This is a good trading stock at this moment. Nice one. UEM land, okay. UEM land. Okay, UEM land, again, similar picture to just what we saw in Asia. Double bottom, the right side of the leg, lower volume, that gives it, and you have a 2-bar reversal in here going up. This is going to go back up. This is also a nice one. All right, Peter, do you think budget is good for okay, no, that one. Okay, so those are the stocks that I have. I'll take 1 or 2 more questions in here. Bob, do you have the Chinese fishery? Okay, did you get the Chinese fishery SGX? Oh, Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Dialogue. Want me to look at dialogue? That seems to be everyone's favorite. Okay, dialogue. I'll quickly comment on dialogue and then IGM. Dialogue, I don't like it because it broke lower in here. You have a support at 230 in here. That was really interesting. One of our so-called clients wanted to buy dialogue around this bar here. I saw, 18-day line change here, broke high. But then, I asked him, where did you get that information from that? He said, oh, my brother knows someone who works in dialogue and they are doing a lot of this business and deal. And to me, that sounds fishy. When someone say know someone, and when you look at the chart, that's going to tell you that the market's going to, come back down. So does it what I say it makes sense? When someone knows someone in that someone and tells you to buy, you have to be very suspicious and run as fast as you can, right? Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, IJM. Okay, IJM. Wow, look at this one. CMB double bottom rebounding. Doing good today. Okay, thanks, Chris. Okay, you got ultra volume in here. Again, this is very similar to this. This was a SCOMI deal, right? On the shorter term, you got ultra volume. Market may not lower, but wait for the double bottom first, just like what you saw for AirAsia and the land to form first around 460, 450, then you want to be buying because this one is not going to zoom back up. It's going to come back down again. No. So that's the key thing of learning volume spread analysis. Okay, so that's all I have. We've taken more than half an hour for here. If you have any question, send it to me earlier. And next week I'll probably have something interesting for you. But at least this week we have the universal undervalued stocks for those premium members. Now think about it. And also the 10% discount for the premium members should goes until end of September. So if you want to enjoy the 10% discount, so make sure you subscribe before that because after that there's no more. Now remember, Traders Truth Review is 4 years old. Has been around 4 years old, so we're extending that 10% discount. All right, people, thanks a lot for listening, and have a good trading week. And those for you who is coming for the 4:15 closing bell, I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.